pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular and the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Can we thank the Oxford Police Department for their help in presenting the colors tonight? Very thankful for that. Very special that you may be seated. Thank you and welcome, veterans. We hope that you feel honored. We're going to take a few minutes to honor each one of you here in just a moment. But first, we have a special presentation. It is the 250th anniversary of Patrick Henry's famous "Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death" speech. I was not aware of that until tonight. Would you please welcome Peter the Patriot?
Good evening. March 23rd of 1775, Patrick Henry gave a stirring address to the Virginia House of Burgesses. This is his address. No man thinks more highly than I do of the patriotism, as well as the abilities of the very worthy gentlemen who have just addressed the House. But different men often see the same subject in different lights, and therefore I hope it will not be thought disrespectful to those gentlemen if, entertaining as I do opinions of a very opposite character to theirs, I shall speak forth my sentiments freely and without reserve. This is no time for questioning before the House. For my own part, I consider it nothing less than a question of freedom or slavery, and in proportion to the magnitude of the subject, ought to be the freedom of the debate. It is only in this way that we can hope to arrive at truth and fulfill the great responsibility which we hold to God and country. Should I keep back my opinions at such a time, through fear of giving offense, I should consider myself as guilty of treason towards my own country and of an act of disloyalty to the majesty of heaven, which I revere above all earthly kings. Mr. President, it is natural for a man to indulge himself in the illusions of hope. We are apt to shut our eyes against a painful truth and listen to the song of that siren till she transforms us into beasts. Is this the part of wise men engaged in a great and arduous struggle for liberty? Are we disposed to be of the number of those who, having eyes, see not, having ears, hear not, the things which so nearly concern the temporal salvation? For my own part, whatever anguish of spirit may cost, I am willing to know the whole truth, to know the worst of it, and to provide for it. I have but one lamp by which my feet are guided, and that is a lamp of experience. I know of no way of judging of the future but by the past. And judging the past, I wish to know what there has been in the conduct of the British ministry for the last 10 years to justify those hopes with which people have been pleased to solace themselves and the house? Is it that insidious smile with which our petitions have been lately received? Trust it not, sir. It'll prove a snare to your feet. Suffer not yourselves to be betrayed with a kiss. Ask yourselves how this gracious reception of our petitions comports with these warlike preparations which cover our waters and darken our lands. Are fleets and armies necessary to the works of love and reconciliation? Have we showed ourselves so unwilling to be reconciled with that force must be called in to win back our love? Let us not deceive ourselves, sir. These are the implements of war and subjugation, the last arguments to which kings resort. I ask, gentlemen, sir, what means this martial array, if its purpose be not to force us to submission? Can gentlemen assign any other possible motive for it? Has Great Britain any other enemy in this corner of the world to call for all this accumulation of navies and armies? No, sir, she has none. They are meant for us. They are meant for no other. They are sent over to bind and rivet upon us those chains which the British ministry have been so long forging. And what have we to oppose them? Shall we try argument? Sir, we've been trying that for the last 10 years. Have we anything new to offer upon the subject? Nothing. We have held this subject up in every light of which he is capable, but it has been all in vain. What terms shall we find which have not been already exhausted? Let us not, I beseech you, sir, deceive ourselves. Sir, we have done everything that could be done to avert the storm which is now coming on. We have petitioned, we have remonstrated, we have supplicated, we have prostrated ourselves before the throne, and have implored his interposition to arrest the tyrannical hands of the ministry and parliament. Our petitions have been slighted, our remonstrances have produced additional violence and insult, our supplications have been disregarded, and we have been spurned with contempt from the foot of the throne. In vain after these things may we indulge in the fond hope of peace and reconciliation, when there is no longer any room for hope. If we wish to be free, if we mean to preserve and violate those inestimable privileges for which we have been so long contending, if we mean not basely to abandon the noble struggle in which we have been so long engaged, and which we have pledged ourselves never to abandon until the glorious object of our contest shall be obtained, we must fight. I repeat it, sir. We must fight, and appeal to arms, and the God of hosts is all that is left for us. They tell us, sir, that we are weak, unable to cope with so formidable of an adversary. But when shall we be stronger? Will it be the next week, or the next year? Or will it be when we are totally disarmed, and when a British guard shall be stationed in every house? Shall we gather strength by irresolution and inaction? Shall we acquire the means of effectual resistance by lying supinely on our backs, hugging to the delusive phantom of hope, until our enemy shall have bound us hand and foot? Sir, we are not weak if we make a proper use of those means which a God of nature hath placed in our power. The millions of people are armed in the holy cause of liberty, and in such a country as that which we possess, are invincible by any force which our enemy can send against us. Besides, sir, we shall not fight our battles alone. There is a just God who presides over the destinies of nations, who will raise up friends to fight our battles for us. The battle, sir, is not to the strong alone. It is to the active, the vigilant, the brave. Besides, sir, we have no election. If we were base enough to desire it, it is now too late to retire from the contest. There is no retreat but in submission and slavery. Our chains are forged. Their clanking may be heard on the plains of Boston. The war is inevitable. Let it come. I repeat, sir, let it come. It is in vain, sir, to extenuate the matter. Gentlemen may cry, peace, peace, but there is no peace. The war has actually begun. The next gale that sweeps from the north will bring to our ears a clash of resounding arms. Our brethren are already in the field. Why stand we here idle? What is it that gentlemen wish? What would they have? Is life so dear, or peace so sweet as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death, in the words of Patrick Henry.
Statesman, not just of his time, but in history, and the bravery of these men and women that fought for our liberty initially, and those that are recognized tonight here that help keep us free. I was just reading this, the final paragraph of the Declaration of Independence, which begins with, "We therefore, the representatives of the United States of America," states that the signers mutually pledge to each other our lives and our fortunes and our sacred honor. Very, very thankful for all of you here tonight. We recognize you for your service, and we know that many sacrificed everything. They sacrificed all, and we remember them. But those that are able to be here tonight, we're so thankful for you. We're going to have a tribute to you. James has got a nice tribute representing all the branches of our armed services. And when you hear your branch that you served in, would you please stand and be recognized? Then at the end of it, the end of the song, we're going to have everybody stand and just pay tribute to all of these heroes that are with us tonight. Thank you for being here. First responders present, please raise your hand. If you are a first responder, raise your hand up. We got several over here, back in the back. Anybody on this side that we want to recognize? Can we give these folks thanks also for their service to this country? Now, I'm going to mention another that I got just a little bit of razzing at lunch. But you know, there's another branch. There's Space Force. Do we have anybody here representing or working in Space Force? I'm just saying, we thought it was a long shot because it's pretty new. Where? Steve? Is he? Okay. I'll believe it when I see him in uniform. What's that? They don't have a song yet that I know of. Do they have a song? Well, we've got to find that out. Oh, how about that? How about that? Okay, I was not aware. And we talked about that over lunch, what to do about that branch. For those men and women that stood to be recognized, thank you from the bottom of our hearts that we're so grateful for your service and for your sacrifice tonight. We hope that you are honored for that. Thank you so much, Greg.
Place your hand on his Bible when you swear to tell the truth. His name is on our greatest monument, all our money too. And when we pledge allegiance, there's no doubt where we stand. There's no separation, we're one nation under him. Thank you, veterans. Thank you.
Patrick Henry's speech that I just gave you not too long ago, I do strongly believe was a speech that inspired America's first veterans. Do you know what patriotism is defined as? From Noah Webster's Dictionary of 1828, patriotism is defined as the love of one's country. The passion which aims to serve one's country, either defending it from invasion or maintaining its laws and institutions in vigor and purity. Patriotism is the characteristic of a good citizen, the noblest passion that animates man in the character of a citizen. You know where those words come from, good and purity? It comes from the most importantest book that you can ever possess, God's Word, is where it comes from. And that's what a nation has to stand upon. One nation under God, or is a nation gone under, in the words of President Ronald Reagan. So I'd like to tell you veterans here tonight, thank you for your your protection of this divine providence that we call America. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.